Why do so many comics nowadays have such weird and bizarre art styles and character designs? I was reading the Spider-Man 94 comic that came out a few months ago, and while I'm reading through the pages, I'm greeted with this thing. Ah, hell nah! I was like, there's no way! Who is that supposed to be? That is not Peter Parker. Bro, it's a different stratosphere of chop. There's no way a team of writers and authors sat together at a table, looked at this design, and gave it the green light. There was also the reveal of Absolute Joker a few weeks ago that everyone has been talking about. Not that the design is bad, but I thought the Joker was supposed to be a regular human. Because tell me, why does he look like an Eldritch demon from Babylonian times? Darkseid really decided to make Bruce's life in this universe as shitty as possible. Like, bro, Final Crisis was 15 years ago. Let it go. This got me thinking about the other bad and weird looking comic art that we've gotten in the past and how they ended up seeing the light of day. The first piece of atrocious looking art I found is the cover art of Wolverine Revolver from 2009. Bro, look at his face. There is nothing redeemable about this cover. Why do his eyes look so small and crammed in between his mask? His teeth are so big for no reason. You could literally play a game of tic-tac-toe with all that space. Last time I checked, Wolverine's pupils are white. This guy looks like a random person who put on a Wolverine costume and fake claws, and then they thought they were part of the X-Men. There's gotta be some unfortunate kid out there who got this comic as a birthday gift. I know I would have been tweaking out on my parents if they spent $7 of their hard-earned money on this, and then they thought I would have actually read it. Another piece of bad art is his picture of Captain America. Whoever drew this picture did not learn about body autonomy, because no one's front torso is that big. This has got to be some of the worst body proportions I've ever seen on a character design. This is OG movie Sonic level designs of ass. Probably not, actually. That original Sonic design still gives me PTSD. Imagine copying a comic from your local shop, reading through it, only to be greeted with this. Nah, they did Bruce dirty. His eye and face shape do not match up with each other whatsoever. Him and Wolverine are long-lost twins. The next one is crazy.
Hey, y'all, come look at this.
Bro, is that Mr. Fantastic? What is going on with bro's arm? That shit is all the way bent behind his back. Bro's the captain of the Straw Hats. He better finally find the One Piece. At least he managed to dodge the attacks from the opponent that he's fighting, but at probably the cost of his bones feeling like rubber after this is done. I know that shit better be giving him mad cramps for the next week. I'm not done with Captain America because this is one of the worst looking covers I've ever seen. First off, why is there a random floating head and arm next to Steve? I bet you there is nothing in the actual comic that could give you enough context for the existence of that two being on the cover. I have no idea how he got away with submitting this art for the official cover. To conclude, I do think good art can compensate for a bad story, but not the other way around. I mean, look at All-Star Batman and Robin. Frank Miller's writing may not be very good, but at least there's still some super sick panels to look at. Now imagine a little kid reading All-Star Batman and Robin. He probably doesn't care about the story because his reading comprehension is yet to get good, but at least there's still some super sick panels to look at. Now imagine the same kid reading Rob Liefeld's Captain America and having to see the abomination that is every single page of this book. Bro's gonna throw away the book before he even gets halfway through it. A lot of the bad comic art that I've seen is from the early 1980s to the late 2000s. They were really trying anything back then.